season 20. I got to end that video real soon because that's the season 28 one. Hey, what's up?
Fall behind.
I got to get on that. Before we start, I want to say hi to Pumi Army. That's Rocky Dang. That's your brother tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Your brother is in the house tonight, Rocky Dangles. What's up? Thank you for the gifted sub too, your brother. I haven't played with him in a while, man. Back in the day, we used to play that Phasmophobia.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again.
Yeah. So, and like I told you already, I built a PC stronger. It's fast and powerful. I'm able to play Oculus Quest VR on it, so I'm excited to try it. I gotta try this shit on VR.
Yeah.
I don't know
Maybe
if I
we'll
should.
get CJ on it too.
I don't know if I should. You know, that game scared the hell out of me without VR.
Oh, it's so much worse in VR. Like it's not even close. Like I'll be honest. Like CJ used to do solo runs all the time by himself, and he said, all right, now it's your turn to do one. I literally walked in the door of the house, turned around, walked right back out, and gave him the headset. I was like, "Here you go."
Here you go.
I'm
Nope.
not doing that shit.
Nope. Not doing this. Not. Oh well. For those who do know, my name is Johnny B, and this man right here is Rocky Dangles with the pretty badass little headband there. It's a lot better than mine. Apparently today's show is brought to you by Adidas.
Adidas, yeah.
I'm such an Adidas nerd that I'm gonna rock their swag here on stream. No, that's not really brought to us by Adidas, but one can only hope. So yeah, so those who do know, Rocky, why are we here? It's Sunday night.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Let's get a round of applause for the playoffs. Yeah. All right, we are live here on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So pick your flavor, either or. And then 239 Hockey League playoffs start. Rocky, tomorrow night. Playoffs are tomorrow.
Yeah.
Playoffs are tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of show you guys. I want to get you guys the schedule here. All right. Well, while I'm getting the schedule ready, Rocky. Obviously, we have 7 teams here in the playoffs. The season's over. You guys took the first seed. You guys.
Yes, we did.
You guys are the first seed. You will have the week 1 bye. Playoffs for you this week. You guys can enjoy a nice little bit of time off. Bacon. Trying to do something. All right, so let me show you guys here what I'm trying to show you because I forgot to do it already. All right, there we go. I'm going to switch over to the other. We have the schedule. Playoff schedule is announced. As soon as I can get it pulled up on the screen, I will. There we go. All right, here are the playoff. Oops, sorry, I got Rocky. I got mine and Rocky in the way. I didn't plan this right. So here we go. Here is the schedule. I got it. All right, so Rocky, you see this above me. This is a schedule for this week. Tomorrow night, we have 2 games. Most Hated taking on Mid-Ice Crisis. That's the first 4 games of that series. And then the first 3 games of the Cork Killers Freaky Style series. With that being said, we'll at least have 1 game Tuesday of this 5, 6, or 7 if necessary. From there, Wednesday night, the continuation of Most Hated and Mid-Ice Crisis. The last 3 games, of course, if necessary. But then the start of Truculence and Ice Tilt taking on Duck. The first 4 games of that. And then the last 3 games on Thursday. So potential for games every night this week. Depends if there's sweep. Sweeps are pending. So if, well, we'll at least have games tomorrow on Tuesday. Well, pretty much the only night that's maybe is Thursday. Depends if either Duck or Truculent sweep each other. So
yeah,
looking at the schedule. Yeah, regardless, even if Most Hated or Midnight Crisis sweep each other, there's still going to be a game. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for sure. Thursday, we'll see. I don't see Truck and Ice still getting swept. We'll talk about that more in a second here. But Brock, before we start it, I guess let's go to the monitor view and take a look at this. Wrong. Hold on. Yeah. Wrong. There it is. All right. There it is. Rocky Dangles' team. Tech support. First round. Yeah. Play them sounds. I love it. I forgot we got that stuff on Discord. Tech
I know.
support.
I forgot about it too.
I forgot about that too. Tech support. With the first round. I'm going to slide you over to the left so I can see your 13, 5, and 0. 26 points. You're one of 2 teams this season that didn't lose in overtime. All games were decided in regulation. So tech support, that interesting logo. First round.
We actually had a lot of games go to overtime. We just won them.
You just won them all. Yeah, I was looking at them all. You guys ended up winning them. But tech support, we'll get the first round bye. We won't see you guys this week as far as hockey goes, which means Rocky will probably be mostly in the booth, hanging out, chilling.
Yes, sir.
Which is always excited. What's going on, Passionate Venom? In the chat tonight, my friend Passionate Venom here tonight. We're doing a quickie little playoff preview show here tonight. Let's get started with our first series, shall we? I gotta move Rocky roll. You can come a little bit closer here. Don't worry, I won't bite. I didn't think this through. So our first off, the number 2 seed, Mid-Ice Crisis, has chosen to play Most Hated. This is Captain Legion 4 taking on Jimmy 124 over there on the left hand side. Just I have a quick little. Oh, geez, I gotta move Rocky again. Yeah, I didn't think this through. All right, so here's just a kind of a, you know me, I love my stats. Here's a quick comparison of the 2 teams. 5, 10, and 3, Most Hated, versus 11, 5, and 2, 24 points. You know, obviously, yeah, 2 and 5, 2 and 7, going to be a big difference there. Look at the leading scores here. Did you get a good look at this here? Shem for Most Hated. Now, he was acquired in that trade. And Mr. Anderson is the leading scorer for Mid-Ice Crime. He's been an animal this, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a great season.
You know, he's always kind of fit in well in multiple roles and stuff like that. Always kind of like a utility player, but it really has taken the reins here for them. Especially considering you got some of these other guys on the team. You know, guys got like Legion and Eternal and stuff like that. An interesting way they went about.
Yeah, I want to say that this will be a closer series, but probably won't be very long. So what I mean by close is the games will probably be tight and
be tight. What are you thinking? And obviously, during the previous matchup, Most Hated was swept by Mid-Ice Crisis, and we're gonna have an interesting goalie battle here. Most Hated does have Turbo 4617 and Spite Gamer, whereas Mid-Ice Crisis has Pillponer and Shelf. Albeit, I do believe Shelf will field most of the goalie work for this series. As it goes to 7 or whatever, you'll probably be seeing Shelf more. I think we've seen a ton of.
Yeah. So, you know, one thing I do find interesting is their last 10 are the same.
Exactly. That's not an error. That's not a mistake. I double checked that one. You know, Mid-Ice Crisis had a hot start, solid middle of the season. You know, it's a short season, but kind of that last week, kind of started to get a little lukewarm there. For Most Hated, I mean, really, that 4-5-1 is kind of an improvement for them. You know, this is a team that started awful. They didn't win any games in their first 7 or 8 games. Made that trade to get Shem and stuff, and they were kind of a 180. Obviously, they got the offense they needed. Wasn't enough, you know. The 5, 10, and 3. Okay, it was an improvement. Going against the second seed, I don't know. What are you thinking of this one? I'm going to go with, you know, I honestly think Most Hated can take 2 games. I mean,
yeah, I think that's fair.
I don't.
So for me, I really think, and this is the one part about being like in the media that I hate, because I like who I'm about to talk somewhat bad about. An X factor for me comes down to goalies. If Turbo plays like he did against my team, he could absolutely steal a game or 2. And then the other thing is, in previous seasons, sorry, Freddie, don't hate me here. In the playoffs, when things have, you know, mattered and the stakes have risen, Shelf is a type of player that beats himself up very easily. So he kind of gets shaky in that, and if that happens, anything could happen in the playoffs from there.
That is a good point. Yeah, if that happens, versus if that happens over on that side, you get Turbo gets hotter. Spike Gamer's been pretty amazing too, even in some of the games they've lost. Like he's kept them in it. Yeah, that combination, you could see 7 out of this. And again, everybody has their games. They have rough games, whatever. And if that combination happens, we could see either 7 or maybe an upset.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Not sure if we're gonna. I mean, like I know we haven't seen a ton of Pale Poner this season. I'm just trying to pull up. I'm trying to pull up his. Sorry about that. I should be better prepared, shouldn't I? Yeah, we saw Pale in about 6 games in net this season versus Shelf's 9. I could see maybe if Pale Poner will come in, maybe during the 4-game night, maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, we got Passionate Venom in the chat here. Good prediction here by Passionate Venom. Passionate Venom says, I say Mid-Ice Crisis takes the series, but I think it's a 1-game series win. Okay, so he's saying 7. Okay.
That'd be fun to watch.
I mean, yeah, I'd be all for that. I don't think Jimmy would, but I think it'd be fun to watch. It's gonna be. I mean, I know he's got Shem, and Shem. If Shem could be the Shem of old and really take over these playoffs, yeah, I see that happening. I mean, a lot of it is gonna have to rely on him defensively. Fortunately, not to say the rest of the team, but obviously Shem's their guy. Probably, Shem. You got Shem and Radley on the wings. I know Radley's. He started off slow, but he's gotten a little bit hot towards the end of the season here.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the safe pick here and probably just say like Mid-Ice Crisis and 6 would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 6 and 2. I'm gonna say Mid-Ice Crisis takes it in 6. I think Shem will carry. He's gonna have to. A few of those. Radley will probably get hot here and there. If him and the rest of the boys can kind of click, I think they'll take it. They may even dominate a game. They're capable. Gonna be a tough one. Mid-Ice Crisis. I know they've been kind of lukewarm going into the playoffs, but that can only mean one thing. I think they'll get hot again. Part of the season. 11-5-2 overall. Passionate Venom in the chat says, I believe in the lower seeded teams. I think is what he meant to say. I like Cinderella stories as well. I just think Mid-Ice Crisis, with the firepower that they have, Ken Danger's been quite decent in net. Very hard to not feel good about having like Dom Silva back there. Whoever his partner might be, which is usually going to be Sea Turtle, Dominator, and Turtle. There, gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. J Squad comes alive in the playoffs. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. You know what I mean? That guy.
Shelf.
Yeah.
Kyle. Ready?
Shelf. That Shelf guy. What am I talking about? Not J Squad, Shelf. Sorry, J Squad. I'm mistaken you, buddy. All right, let's move it on to the next series. And now we kind of kept this. So me and Rocky kind of in agreement here. And in 6 games. 6 games for Mid-Ice Crisis. Passionate Venom in the chat says 39 points. Mr. Anderson is on a roll. Yeah, he's going to be kind of the go-to for his team on this one. But kudos to Mr. Anderson.
Like I said, I like Mid-Ice Crisis. I think they'll be good.
I think they'll go far.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think they can make a run.
I think they'll make a good run for it. They'll go pretty good. That's what she said. Hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. All right, next series. And like I said, I told you we're keeping this quick. We're going to hang out. We're getting ready for tomorrow night, man. This one here is going to be probably the tightest of the series. Probably the tightest statistically. The series. It's going to be Freaky Stylie, the 4th seed, taking on 5th seed Core Killers. I'm not. Before we go into it, this. I guess regrets. This is no Regretsky's taking on Reap 14 over there. The core killers. Regretsky's like a huge Chili Peppers fan. That's the whole thing. Or am I missing something with Freaky? I'm not a Chili Peppers fan. I don't know much about their music.
I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not dissing. I just it's just interesting. That's all. Like I'm a huge like Foo Fighters fan. I could be like Foo or it's just interesting. The whole Freaky Style thing and the core killers. Reap 14 his team. Fourth versus fifth, very close one here. Here are the comparisons. We'll start with core killers at fifth place. Look at the difference in the record between fourth and fifth here. Fifth seed is 8-10-0, 16 points. Reap is their leading scorer. Last time they met, Freaky Style won the series 2-1. Goalie battle.
Yeah, that was a pretty tight series if I remember correctly, right?
Yep, and I'm hoping for more of the same. I'm looking forward not just to the offense, defense, all that good stuff. This goaltender battle, this is going to be great. I mean,
yeah, that's going to be I don't know. That's going to be a tight one. It's going to be good.
That is going to be. I'm looking forward to the goaltender battle the most. B Crips taking on Call Me Skull, and Call Me Skull has been tremendous in his rookie season and in his sophomore year, and here he is in his third season. I think he could easily be one of the top goaltenders in the league. I think just given the right combination, and obviously with this season being so short, it's really hard to kind of tell times. But Call Me Skull has looked sharp in his victory. Obviously, core killers have the benefit of Hall of Fame with the team now in the playoffs. That's going to go a long way. Of course, the Reap has been a great captain. They're going to need a little more offense out of this team. I have a great goal.
Yeah,
great defense.
That's going to be my thing. If the Korik, or however the fuck you say their name, if Reap's team can find any type of offense, I actually like them going forward, to be honest. Their defense is good. Their goaltending is solid.
Yeah, they got everything going for them. Just need a little more up front there. We got Passionate Venom says might be bold prediction, but I got core killers with a W in 6 games, and that's not a bad.
I don't even really think that's a bold prediction, honestly.
I think it can happen. Like I said, if they can find some offense, this is gonna be tough because this Freaky Style team is solid overall.
If Hall of Fame and Rob can
down
keep Wizzy and Regretsky away from being close enough to activate close quarters, I like their chances.
I do too, but that's gonna have to happen throughout the series, and and I think someone like Hall of Fame or Rob, Rob is having Rob 32-34 having a great. I like those two back there. I like those two, the way they work together. We're gonna need some sleepers come alive here. Definitely Scary Terry is one that comes to mind. I think he has a capability. He has a potential to be top goal scorer, a top point getter here in the playoffs for the team. I kind of dubbed him the silent killer for most of the season. Like, he kind of came into this team very quietly, but he's stolen a few offensively when others weren't really cutting the mustard up. Scary Terry has had some multiple goal games, Scary Terry is going to be kind of my sleeper on this. Ricky Style, like you said, no Gretzky's, Wizzy, and don't forget Esoteric. Esoteric.
Yeah, that's true. Eso's very good. I think that the thing with like playing a playoff series is a lot of it's like adjustments, even in a video game. I think Wizzy and Gretzky can make adjustments like that. They're both smart enough, like hockey-wise, IQ-wise. So I still think I'm going to give it to Freaky Style. I just think it's going to be a longer series. I'm going to say Freaky Style in 7.
I'm going to go with 6 on this one, Freaky Style. I do think Core Killers have the potential to keep it close. You know, especially defensively. I'm gonna go with Freaky Stallion 6 on this one. Gala, you know, Gala has been a set on defense. I think Esoteric will be the man for the first round. You know, as much as I like the combination of Wizzy and Novogratsky's, I think Esoteric is able to take control of games single-handedly. That's without even considering that the fact that he's got Wizzy and Gretzky's to his right.
Yeah, and then they got B Crips in net. You know, like it's a solid team. Like it's gonna be hard to beat them in a 7-game series for anybody.
If this one goes, it's gonna be tough. I'm trying to find 2.56 goals against average. 4 B Crips, pretty sharp stuff there. 4 Killers have Call Me Skull in net. And you know, with this one, this is a weird one because 2.78 for him. You know, even on games where they've lost, 4 Killers, you know, the one thing that stood out was like, man, I'll play real.
He always does. He's
Always.
normally a very solid goalie. Yeah, like he's. I would consider him. I would consider him now probably top 3, maybe top 4 as far as goalies go.
Guaranteed top 5. Guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, top 3, possibly.
I mean, honestly, I think my top 3 right now would be Jesus at 1.
Okay.
B Crips, and Call Me Skull. I can't think of anybody I'm leaving out. And then after that, Shelf. I think that's a good top 4.
Yeah, he could be slotted up there, and then, you know, let's throw J Squad's name in there, maybe at 5 or.
Yeah, J Squad too. Yeah.
And you know, a lot of notable mentions. Look at the last 10 for the Core Killers, 4, 6, and 0. Freaky Styley, if I'm not mistaken, Freaky Styley has the best last 10 record. They're 6-2-2. Regretsky's with the lead at 32. Who led this? Who led the league in scoring? Yeah, I've got Freaky Styley. I'm gonna go 6. I could see it going 7, but I'm gonna say 6.
Yeah, I think that's fair. 6 or 7. My thing is EA can always steal a game from you,
right.
Especially in this fucking.
Yeah.
24 is so bad with that shit. Like, oh, it's so infuriating.
You could have an all-star team comprised of, you know, I'm not even good. No Regretsky's. You can Mansky up there, Hall of Fame, and let's go with Trey 93 on the other side. You could have the greatest goal I don't know, have B Crips or Call Me Skull back there versus 6 of me, and I would still win because EA decides to do that. You know, because EA is EA.
It happens in this game. Like there was a series that I jumped out and played forward for. I forget which one it was. I forget which one it was, but I literally like scored 3 or 4 goals that series where I shot it right at the goalie and it somehow went in. Like it hit the goalie, went over him, and landed in the net. Like just shit like that. Like it's terrible.
Speaking of Lemansky, there is in the chat. What's up, Lemansky? Yeah, like I said, you could have the all-star team versus like 6 52 overall grinders like me, and the grinders will win because EA is like, you know what, it's time for the grinders to win. So there's always that. It could be the greatest team in the history of mankind and still lose. Yeah, we got SES, Freaky Stallion 6 for me, Freaky Stallion 7 for Rocky. Passion of Venom in the chat says Cork Killers in bold stuff right there. All right, we're hitting about the half an hour mark. Right where we're gonna be. Rocky, do we have any more series? I think we got. Do we have any more series?
Yeah, it's Duck and
of course, I'm just there it is. Duck and Tit. Duck and Truculence and Ice Tilt. 3rd seed taking on the 6th seed. I'm pretty sure that's how this is, right? Yeah, because it's Duck was actually tied for 2nd seed with Mid-Ice Crisis, but the head-to-head, I believe Mid-Ice Crisis took out. So here we are, Truculence and Ice Tilt taking on the Duck. This is Captain Lemansky and Truculence and Ice Tilt taking on I'm not even good. We got Jesus in the chat. What's going on, brother? Jesus Haxie was here, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. And yeah, obviously with 3rd and 6, look at the record comparison over there. 11-5-2, taking on 5-8-5. Leading scorer for Duck is Sniper, 0270. Actually, I think he, if I'm not mistaken, he leads the league in scoring. So congratulations, Sniper. Unless it's not
I'm letting him borrow my rocket trophy. So
I guess you could let him borrow, right? And that's points. I don't know. I didn't take a look at who's the goals.
Yeah, he was the goal scorer and points leader.
Oh wow, goals, and you are correct. Goals and points. Congratulations, Sniper. So,
and that's with less games played than most of the people near him. So
that is weird.
Maybe you guys should stop letting him go for a bod.
That is weird. Sniper goes for $1, ends up scoring like a 70 bod player, and that's going to be a key here too. So last time these two met, Duck swept Truck and Ice Tilt. I believe that was Wednesday or that was Thursday night of last. Goaltender battle is going to be kind of an interesting one. You got J Squad over there for Duck. For Truck and Ice Tilt, you got a couple of options here. Benny Mac, but most likely Stonewalled Goat, especially in the first night, which had 4 games. Wednesday night. Last 10, you know, big comparison there. 6-2-2 for Duck, 3-5-2 for Tit. If nothing else, Lemansky always has the best team boards, typically. If there was a such thing, I think Lemansky would win it for the last couple seasons. But look at the leading scorer situation over here for Truck and Ice Tilt. You actually have both those gentlemen, A1 Freak and Lemansky, tied on that team with 27 points. So there's definitely some depth here at Truck and Ice Tilt, especially in the scoring column. Yeah, what do you got on this one? This is an interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be my short one. I'm not even gonna lie.
Short, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like Duck in like 4 or 5.
Okay, so possible sweep, possible 5. I mean, this is gonna be.
There's always one sweep. There's always one.
And statistically, I mean, possible. This is a weird one because, you know, I think you look at Truck and Ice Tilt players they got on that team are, you know, you got Lemansky on the left wing, Freak at center, and Sauce on the right wing. That right there should be a championship formula right there. You know, Odd Guy and Adam Hayward. I know those two have played together before. Those guys got some chem. Those are some pretty solid defensemen back there. Of course, you know, Stonewall has seen some moderate success here in the league in his time here. You know, Benny Mac, we're starting to see some stuff out of him. He'll probably get in there. I think Stonewall will start. We'll see where Benny Mac kind of slots in there. Might be Benny Mac's time to shine.
Yeah, like for me, it's just I'll be straightforward. I'm not playing Duck until the finals. Like I will not pick him if he's there next round.
Okay, so speaking of which, how does that work? You guys as the first seed. So round 1 is finished. You guys get to pick your second round opponents, and then everybody sit the other.
Yeah.
Two? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if Duck wins, let's be fair. Let's just say if Duck wins, you'll avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, I'm not picking them.
You're gonna go with, you know, maybe Core Killers or Freaky Style. Yeah. Freaky Style.
I don't know who I'm gonna go with, but it's just not gonna be Duck.
I guess it depends on it. Just not Duck. This is kind of the team that's kind of. Would you say, other than the first seed, you guys, that's the team to beat Duck?
I think so. I mean, especially this round, yeah. They when we played them, it wasn't even that they weren't even at their best. They didn't have Goody.
Right. So they have a shot put in there.
Yeah, so for me, for them to have, you know, Goody and then Kill at the point, and it's just a scary team.
Yeah, so I'm looking at.
I mean, sucks that they have to have Yam at right D. Like that's a glaring hole, but you know, besides that, they're really solid.
Poor Yambag. So you guys won that series 2-1, if I'm looking correctly, right?
Yeah, but it was a good series.
It was a good series. Game 1 was 5-4 in double overtime. Paper right here. 3-1 game 2, and then game 3 Duck won. That's a good back and forth series there. But like you said, it wasn't the same team we're looking at. You know, No, nothing on Mashapa. He did great in his tenure with the team. 9 games played, 22 points. Pretty impressive. But it's not. You got arguably the best, one of the, not arguably, definitely a top 3 defenseman in FDM kill. Got Mobsky, who can kind of flip in there, do some damage. Gambag will be back there. Hoots during the last part of the season. That's kind of amazed me. 9 games played, 18 points for that. Of course, the leading scorer, Sniper. Kind of an interesting dynamic with FDM kill.
Yeah, they're solid.
FDM kill, great point by, and you kind of touched on this a little bit, Rock. People be sleeping on Sniper. He finally lived up to his gamer tag. Yeah, that's the thing. Mention it.
I mean, but it's not finally. Like he's been doing this for seasons now, and he still goes like. I think he had like 1 or 2 seasons where we can't even check because the dummies got rid of all the stats. But I'm pretty sure he had like really good seasons of late.
He has. He's had some on and off seasons. Good on hockey.net.
Yeah, I don't think you can go and look on there anymore, unfortunately.
So are we ever going to get those stats? So, yeah, no, I do know for a fact, and I know for a fact, Sniper's had some, like, I talked about this in previous shows, like, seasons ago. I was like, oh, Sniper. Like, he's had good seasons. He's had top 5 score type seasons. But he always, never fails, goes for like a bot or 2. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Like,
it's good for the captain.
I'm not saying that he should go for 50 or anything, but he should go for more than a bot. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's good for Goody in this case. Jesus Hacks in the chat says he was up there 2 seasons ago on Radley's team. Oh, I mean, Sniper. Yeah, it always slips through the crack. Kind of pays much attention. He ends up scoring. Got that nasty little ripper from the left side, their little left circle. People oftentimes, most of the goals that I've seen in my general, I'm not talking stats, I don't have stats pulled up. In my general observation is that he gets comfortable in that left circle. He get on the puck. Nobody covers him. He's left wide open.
Yeah.
Nails it short side, and that's like his go-to. It happens for seasons and seasons.
Yeah, so hypothetically, if I'm just gonna say if Tit wanted to win this, they would have to find a way to shut down Kill. And if they were able to do that, which is unlikely, they would have to shut down Goody. So it's like, and if they do take the extra people to cover those guys, it's going to leave Sniper open.
Sniper.
So it's going to be tough to beat them for anybody, like I said. So I'm looking forward to playing them in the finals.
Very bold prediction. I like it. It's okay to be bold. And it's because like I look on paper and I'm looking at Truculence and Ice. They were my go-to at the beginning of the season for a team that would go. I went after the draft. I was like, yeah, I really like Lamant. Together, a great team. Him and Freak. Guy and Adam Hayward back. Sorry, odd guy and Wire and all them guys. Stonewall Goat, good stuff in there. Sauce. I figured he would be overlooked by because of freaking Lemansky, but Sauce he'll have his moments too. I think it's a well assembled. I think that last game versus Duck on Thursday night, season finale, not indicative. You could tell Truck and Ice Tilt were frustrated. They were taking a lot of penalties, just playing really ugly hockey. I think they were just kind of just over it at that point. I don't think that'll be indicative of their playoffs. I think they'll come out swing.
It might be. You never know. They might just be over this season. You don't know how they're feeling right now.
I guess it depends on how this. And it's unfortunate that this is Wednesday night. This is one that I'm really interested in. This one right here. Because I want to say, obviously Lemansky and Freak are two of the greatest, two of the top duos in this league. And it should have been a different record. It should have been a different team. It just wasn't. I like this team a lot. This is gonna be a tough matchup. Unfortunately, it's gonna be tough. But yeah, I am gonna go with Duck in this one. I'll give Truck a nice tilt too. I think it's going to be like 2-0 for Duck, and 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4. And maybe that's being generous, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like 4 or 5.
That's tough. The big thing for me is FDM kill. That guy is a solid defenseman, but he jumps into the play. He just kind of has that hockey work. He knows when to get in the play. He doesn't make stupid mistakes. He doesn't make boneheaded plays. He's a great puck carrier, great puck mover, as well as a solid defense. He can get into the play and look like top-notch forward too. So that's going to be biggest challenge for Duck. I think they'll focus so much on Freak, possibly Lemansky. I think they'll let Sauce in the back door a few times. I think they'll overlook him. I think he'll be a big name here in their games for however long that is. But I think Sauce pretty well emerge here or Truck and Ice Tilts. So that'll be an interesting too.
Yeah, I think the games will be like, it's really hard to continuously blow somebody out in this game. So I think there'll be a couple of close games in there.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, the last series, it was 2-0 Duck in game 1, 7-1 in game 2, 6-4 in game. Those games were ugly. The frustration set in for Truck and Ice Tilt for sure, but hopefully they can keep their composure, kind of maintain. Don't let anything through. Keep an eye on guys like Gil, obviously Sniper. Easier said than done. Stonewall, even in those losses, Stonewall's made some great saves. Stonewall's going to have to be a wall. He's going to need to carry this. It's going to be a hard ask. A lot of responsibility to put on one man. It's going to be up to Stone.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna say Duck in 5.
I'm gonna go Duck in 6 on this. All that good stuff. Hopefully we had a nice little crowd here tonight. Wanted to keep it short, wanted to keep it quick, just kind of wanted to give our quick thoughts here. I want to say hello to I'm gonna read some of these names, even if they are bot. We're gonna go with 00 Emily. What's up, Emily? We have a lonely girl. That's gotta be a lonely girl. A lonely girl. Either that or someone looking for love in the wrong place. We got Lemansky, Passionate Venom, Rocky. We got your brother here, Pumi Army. Well, I'm looking forward to playing with Phasmophobia again. Rocky, Tim Kill, and Zaki Talib. So great for having you guys here. Like I said, we're live here on YouTube as well. 239 Hockey League playoff Thingamabobber show. How we do.
Playoff preview.
Playoff preview. Here we go. For those who are just joining or who didn't pay attention earlier because you're being naughty. Tomorrow night we have 2 series. Most Hated taking on Midnight Crisis. First 4 games. Jimmy's not. If any of those go to overtime, Jimmy's leaving.
Yeah, so that's an automatic forfeit win for the other team.
Forfeit, even if they're losing, even if it's 3-0 Midnight Crisis, I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to bed. Court Killers taking on Freaky Style 8 games 1. And then Tuesday night, we're at least guaranteed 1 game out of that series. 5, 6, and 7 if necessary. And then Wednesday night is another big night. If there's no sweep in the Most Hated series, see them on Wednesday night. But the first 4 games of Duck, Wednesday night.
Looking forward to it.
Thursday, you're in the, we have the reschedules channel on our Discord where these captains schedule their games. I got to laugh at Goody. He made that comment, and They were talking about Lemansky and I are doing 4 games this night. That's all he said.
Yeah,
Usually the
I
captains
saw that.
announce which 2 nights are playing. 3 games Monday, 4 games Tuesday. 4 games Wednesday, 3 games Thursday. But Goody is so confident in his team and his abilities. He just said, "We're playing 4 games Wednesday." I had to laugh at that. It's funny. I like the confidence. It's just the way Goody is. Gonna get under your skin. The way he is. We like that. All right, hey. Hopefully, everybody kind of hang. We kind of. Oh wait! He's got something. We got something in the chat here. We got Passionate Venom. I noticed Rocky's T-shirt. Let me talk to you. With everybody saying "LA Knight," yeah. What you got there, Rock? What shirt you got there? Talk to you. I don't follow, but it looks like a cool shirt.
Yeah, it's LA Knight. He's a wrestler.
Wrestler. Oh, okay. I haven't watched wrestling in like WWE. Is that or AEW? Is that?
That's WWE.
Okay, I haven't watched wrestling in. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, hey, glad to see we have someone who's also a fan, right? That's all good. WWE on Friday Night Smack. All right. Well, I'm gonna go hop on something.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go play some more COD with my brother.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
probably gonna play on City Skylines too because I'm a massive nerd. Or some NHL. Maybe I'll play some NHL. Yeah, or maybe I'll play some. I've been playing a lot of Halo with Adrenaline and Cobb lately. Maybe
COD no.
Cobb, no, you too. That guy's funny. That guy's awesome to
He's
play
such a good dude. Like, so he had like avail issues, and I had to drop him and pick up Surprise Me, so I didn't have to
Right.
use a waiver. And I genuinely felt bad, but I knew Goody was gonna pick him up, so I was like, look, man, I'm gonna drop you, but Goody's gonna pick you up, so it's really not a big deal. He still got to play, and Goody's using him, so that's all
Cobb
that
didn't play
matters.
bad for Goody either.
No, he didn't. No, he did not at all.
Scored a few goals in that series. I think it was against Truckle. Ice Tilt last week. Good on Cobb. Good on him. Yeah, I know he's got some schedule. I think I thought he sounds like he's got some schedule coming up, but good to have. He's good. I mean, he's on the right team. Good. He's got a lot of weapons out there. He can use Cobb in and out as needed. Jesus Hacks in the chat said, "I just got Behind the Bastards 6-part episode of Vince McMahon. Vinnie Mac. No chance." What? That's what I remember. That's how long ago I used to watch. He just
Probably not.
Oh yeah. So this is a question, Rocky. Are you going to be captain next season? No, yeah, you said you're not.
Yeah, I don't really know what my schedule is going to be like. I don't want to take over a team and then screw over the league.
Gotcha. So yeah, and if my thing is, if you have even a shred of uncertainty, just don't save yourself some headaches and save. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going down to Mississippi to be with the ship. We're actually testing our 30mm guns and shit. So I'll be down there for like 3 weeks. So I guess it really just depends on how the schedule works out.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know how. I might try to bring my Xbox and see if I'm able to play, but that it'll be that at the most.
All right, there, good stuff, good discussion there. Awesome. All right, so we cleared up that one. That's we'll always we'll have to see. Obviously, best of luck. We'll see. All right, that's all I pretty much got. We ended up being 53 minutes. Hey, not bad. Yeah,
No.
But still, nice and quick. I'm going to go hop on something. Rocky, do you have any final words for these beautiful people here who devoted their time to come and hang out?
Yeah. If I'm not in SHL, I will be in here tomorrow.
Awesome. Looking forward to that immensely. We'll have me and Rock together again for a good part of this week because Rocky is the captain of the #1 seed. They get to chill this week. They get to hang out and live La Vida Loca a little bit, hang out.
I just want to throw out there how clutch that was because Hammer wasn't really available to play this week.
Right.
So that's why we were pushing so hard for first place, was because we wanted him to be able to play for the full playoff series, obviously.
And of course, we didn't talk too much about your team. We just say, hey, your first seed, you get a free week. See you next week. But no, you guys got that would be a huge omission for you guys. Not having Hammerman would be a huge.
Yeah, yeah. So we didn't tell anybody that because obviously we didn't want people knowing that until it was until it didn't matter. So that's why we pushed so hard for first. So
and had that been the other way, if you guys were like a third seed or something or whatever, or fourth, whatever it is, whatever team gets to pick, they're jumping all over you. Knowing that Hammerman.
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been a huge, like a guy got a wounded knee and you're gonna target that spot. That's what it is. So that worked out for you guys, anyways. Maybe not.
Yeah, it was definitely. I don't know. It was gutsy to be able to beat the top two teams in back-to-back series.
Yeah.
Especially when we went down early against Alpha's team. Like, we didn't fold or anything. I don't know. I'm kind of proud of the way that they've played. I just hope it carries on into the playoffs.
Yeah, and let me say, I mean, you got let me give a couple minutes here to kind of look over tech support. That's going to be an interesting one next week. That's a very solid team crowd. You got another dynamic duo on your Hammerman center, booty clapping on left wing. Taco Brown. Not a guy.
Well, no, it surprised me.
Oh, surprising. That's right. Surprised me is on.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Sorry about that. Yeah, and then you and Trey are on defense there. Trey's another. Trey's one of my top three defense. I'm gonna go with maybe like a guy like Hall of Fame, FDM kill, quickly emerging, again, and I'm gonna say Trey 93.
Nah, I'm better than Trey.
And with that, Trey got knocked the fuck out. And then of course, that guy you got back there. What's that guy's name? Jesus.
No, me and Trey are. I think part of the reason why we both did so well this season was because we played with each other. This is like the third time that we played together in this league, so it's just kind of secondhand knowledge at this point. I always know where he's going to be. He always knows where I am. He's definitely my favorite D partner at this point.
Okay. Very, you got someone like that who you really enjoy playing on D with. That's gonna help. That's gonna show up in the final product out there on the ice. And then it helps you have Jesus in that.
This season, he's kind of changed his role a little bit. In the past, he's kind of been like the offensive defenseman, and I was always the defensive defenseman. But this season, it's kind of switched. I've kind of jumped into the play more a little bit, and he's been the one that's staying back. And I don't know, it's been working.
I'm looking at those stats now, and you are correct. Both of you guys have 17 games played. You have 6 goals, 17 assists for math. 23 points. Trey has 1 goal, 9 assists for 10 points. So yeah, you've definitely taken over the more. Yeah, I know Trey has a good balance of defense and off. Guy who can score. Mostly assists, obviously. Guy who's been known to get some points, but yeah, you've definitely emerged kind of as a more offensive man of that. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll definitely take a closer look at your team. Definitely give it a lot for round 2 when we see who you guys play. So that'll be an interesting one. Obviously, you get to choose your second round. It'll be fun. I do like this format a lot. I think it's nice, especially for the smaller seasons. So.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's so much fun. It's so different compared to other leagues, and it gives you the chance to kind of be ballsy. Yeah, like you finish first, and you want to go after the second place team, like do it.
Go for it.
You know what I mean? Like yeah.
Full send.
That's all I got, though.
That's all I got too. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. We will see you tomorrow night. As you can see on the screen, tomorrow night, 2 series. Most Hated taking on Mid-Ice Crisis, 1 through 4. And then here on the bottom, this Court Killers taking on Freaky Stally, the first 3 games. 2 games tomorrow. We are blessed. Be at 10 o'clock. For Rocky, myself, and my cell phone. Have a great night. Be good to each other. Rocky, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.